never let you down, baby.
Hey guys, it's Tony here at McMahon Alternators again, and a little bit different environment you're used to seeing me. Not under the hood of anything, not in the break room or the video room. I'm doing lots of construction at work. It's really loud. All kinds of stuff's going on, and I figured I'd do this real quick video. I say quick, it'll probably be like, your normal 10 or whatever, 15-minute thing, whatever. But I'll get to the point quick. All this week, what rings in my head and why I make these videos is what I hear on the phones or what I have to deal with on email, social media, the messengers, anything like that, Instagram, even in the comments section. So what it is it plug and play? Plug and play. Okay? What's plug and play? Something that you plug in and then it's done? Or is it something that you're provided that you plug into something else but needs other things? So the gist of it is everyone is on a different level of plug and play. That's just a wide option. To you, maybe 150 decibels is loud. To somebody that's been in the game for a while, knows what they're doing, they think 140 decibels is not even registering anything. You got to be in the 155 60s or whatever. So some people, a 12-inch sub isn't a big subwoofer. To some people, that's enormous. How could you even fit that in a car, So so when we're put in a position to confirm to a customer this alternator is plug and play, what goes through my mind is, alternator on most cars is 2 bolts. 2 bolts and a belt. You're pretty much good. Plug and play to me is like if I have to hook up a wire to something, then that's still plug and play to me. Because it's one wire. I have instructions. I don't have to buy a special tool. I don't have to disassemble an entire car to do whatever. So when you ask us if something is plug and play, does getting a shorter belt or needing a shorter belt, is that plug and play? Even if the alternator literally plugs in the factory location and the plug goes in the regulator, but you still need a shorter belt, which I know most of you don't put the shorter belt on because your stock one fits and everything's fine. And then in 3 months you call us because, it doesn't charge because the alternator overheated. That's beside the point. But, is that plug and play? H104 harness. This right here is your 96 to 04 truck. You still need a shorter belt with that high output alternator, but this plugs into the McMahon alternator. This plugs into your harness, and then you have this long yellow wire here that you need a 12 volt switch source for. It just goes right over the fuse box. And I've seen you guys before, you just cram it in the fuse or whatever. You don't use a proper fuse tap or whatever. Again, beside the point there, but, you're plugging the wire into the fuse box. It's plug and play. To me, kind of, yeah. Plugging the fuse tap in there, tapping this. To some people, this one wire scares the hell out of you. I don't know why. You seem to hook up an amplifier that has a remote wire to it. It's the same thing. 12 volt switch source. It's a remote wire. This right here is for an external regulator. It's just 2 wires. That's all it is. Just 2 wires. Plugs in and then you have 2 wires. Field, ground, plug and play. Maybe. P101L harness. Is this plug and play? You still plug it in. You put the blue wire on the output stud of the alternator, and then this goes to a 12 volt switch source. plug and play? Maybe to some. This right here is a GM regulator to Ford, whatever I don't know, whatever series it is. Is this plug and play? I mean, it literally does. There's nothing on this one. It plugs into the alternator and then it plugs in. But you most likely still need a shorter belt. You need upgraded wiring. You know, well, what is plug and play? You get a big 3 kit or something. You get one of these obnoxious looking things that you don't need. You know, it plugs on your alternator and bolts down. You know, do you plug these into your battery? Maybe. You know, it's this one here. This is this one's for like your Dodges that have the external regulator. You plug it into the alternator, and then you have to use our supplied nuts and bolts to bolt it to your harness, your external regulator harness, for it to work. Plug and play? Maybe. P103. P103 harness. Now this one does plug, but it doesn't play. You plug it in and you tuck it away. So different on that. I know that's crazy. You know, here's a relay. I know these scare the hell out of people. 2 big old fat wires, some other wires, different color. Holy crap. Relay comes out. To some people, this is plug and play because they know where to plug these wires into. So anyway, I know I'm just making fun of stuff, but anyway, when you ask a plug and play question, you have to be more clear on that. Tell us your skills, your abilities. You know, to some people, there's some people that pay to have a 96 up GM alternator installed on their truck. That's probably one of the easiest installs there is. It's a 15 millimeter to pull the tensioner back, slip the belt off, 2 bolts, and, you know, the power wire. So, you know, I mean, to some people that they don't think that's plug and play. Putting a different belt, you know, if you know, just be up front. Tell us, are you mechanically inclined? Are you going to be installing this? If you're not, you know, that's okay. We can kind of guide you through. But the whole plug and play deal is it's just, it covers too much because everyone's opinion is different opinion of what is loud, you know, what is fast. Some people 100 mile an hour is fast. You know, just depends. So just come with more to the table, you know, with hey, you know, I've put an alternator on before. I installed amplifiers in my car. I built a box. Hey, you know, I've dealt with old cars. I'm not familiar at all with these new cars. You know, just be up front. You know, tell us what your definition of plug and play is, because realistically, there is no plug and play alternator. If you can change a factory alternator, then you can change one of ours, or you can upgrade one of ours. The main thing is, let's read the directions that we include, or use the tools we have on the website, mecman.com. You know, everything, if you're installing one of our alternators on whatever vehicle you ordered it for, there's a good chance that someone on YouTube has done it 15 times. There's a good chance that we've done a frequently asked question on it about 3 billion times. So don't be afraid to educate yourself. That's not horrible. Asking a question, that's not bad. You just have to know, or we just have to know what you're comfortable with. If you've never installed an alternator before, just be upfront. I've never installed an alternator before. It's not a big deal. You know, kind of help you. I mean, if you need me to search YouTube or Google or one of the parts stores or whatever, I can give you a link to it. It's pretty easy. But plug and play will get you in trouble a lot of times. So our instructions are on the website. Descriptions are pretty descriptive. Everything's there. So asking plug and play is just a setup for failure, in my opinion, because that means that you haven't done research, you haven't read all there is to know about the product that we provide, and you've not fully vetted why you're needing this alternator. So yeah, guys, you know, plug and play. Plug and plug. Plug and plug plus a wire. So, you know, it's all kinds of stuff out there, guys. So, again, this has been a nice quiet time to talk with this. I know one of the techs just got off the phone with this of someone, you know, oh, your alternator said it was plug and play. You know, well, you have to have, you know, you bought a 400 amp alternator. You need 0 gauge wire, cable, power wire, ground wire. Chances are you need to upgrade your 10-year-old lead acid battery. You need to put a belt on it. I mean the alternator plugged in, you know. I mean, you had one wire. I mean, and guy was kind of mad about that, you know. And all this was stated on the website, in the description. So he asked if it was plug and play when he bought it. And we were like, yeah, I mean, it's plug and play, you know, the directions are provided and whatnot. And come to find out, it was just he took the alternator to a mechanic shop that's just a mechanic shop. They don't like to touch aftermarket parts. And when they went to put it on, they didn't know what to do with the regulator because it was the plug, because it was different. There was a harness, and, you know, that guy doesn't want that liability. So, of course, he says alternator doesn't fit. So, you know, now the guy's out labor money. You know, what are you going to do? Just take accountability. You know, if you're not comfortable with it, educate yourself up front. Up front, before you spend money, is the best time to not spend money. And it's free. Education's free. But, all right, looks like it's 13 minutes long. I don't think I can edit this down, but it's been a nice quiet time for once here. This is pretty quiet. About lunchtime. So, again, guys, I'm always available. Social media, Messenger, Tony@mecman.com. You can contact me. Just be upfront. You can't hide the data from me and expect me to, you know, completely solve all your problems. Start from the ground up, or start from the ground, and we'll work up from there and just cross the problems off one by one. It's real easy, real nice, super simple. So, again, thanks, guys, and try to roll some more videos out. But again, I want these to be things that I'm interacting with. Once or twice is but when I hear the things over and over, that's when I'm going to hit the nail on the head. So again, thanks, guys. Contact me if you need me. Thanks.